can recommend My Favorite Martian or Bicentennial Man.
But the problem is, if you watch Bicentennial Man, you're going to be so depressed by the time you get to the happiest place on Earth.
Yeah, I have
It'll
actually
work
seen
for it.
Bicentennial Man before.
Oh, it's
Years
good.
ago.
So good.
What's on the kids zone? That's the most important thing. I watched the Horrible Histories movie last time.
Trying to think now.
But
When's the 90s X-Men meant to come out on Disney Plus?
I thought it was on there.
Yeah, they're meant to be doing like a finale series.
No
I
idea.
think it was pending for this year, but I can't remember when this year.
I'm actually.
I'm going to look it up now.
Yeah,
Never
I'm
mind
actually
the show
gonna-
intro. We've got important things to do.
Yeah, I am going to say already that I might not be available on the 6th of February. There is a possibility that I won't be available, but
Have you organized an understudy?
no, unfortunately not.
God, can you imagine a show like that? That'd be weird.
That would be really weird.
You're just so organized. It's like, right, cool. This person couldn't play today, so they decided this person won. I'll take charge.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be a great way of getting like kids into D&Ds. Well, like Mum and Dad can't play this week. You kids can go though. Don't kill our characters. If you kill our characters, you're grounded.
Yeah, exactly.
Ratchet up the pressure.
Or like, then Brian would be like, I'm not able to play today. Percival, do your job. Earn your keep.
Oh, if only I could.
If only he would
D&D
sit
for a
in
living.
this chair long enough. He does not like sitting in this chair.
Oh,
He
I
likes
see.
clawing it to bits. I mean, this was a nice, neat chair, and you can't see it on the camera, but this leather now is just holes. It is holy leather.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, I'll see if I can find it. Saw a fantastic cat toy, where essentially you get a little plastic ball, you fill it with like catnip, and the plastic ball fits inside this like tube of cardboard. But it's
Okay.
designed in such a way that the ball can't be easily dragged out. But the tube, like the cardboard tube, is like a really flexible, reversible torus. So they just
Alright.
scratch at the cardboard and tear it, like just go proper at it. But it's really durable.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can find it.
And see, what I need more of is actually like little fuzzy mouse toys or fuzzy balls that I can fill with catnip.
Yeah. I highly recommend Yeow catnip toys. So we have used them for years. They used to be Cosmic Catnip, so you might find them underneath that, but they changed their name.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the strongest catnip you can get, 'cause it's from a different part of the plant. And they literally last years. We have ones which are like 10, 12 years old, which our cats are still using now from like previous
Oh,
cats.
that's nice.
And they've even been washed, so all the catnip's like bundled up inside of them. And
Yeah.
they still smell. The cats still use them.
That's good.
That's
So
cool.
they are really good investments. They're like 12, like 10, 11 pounds. Like a banana. And it's literally a size of a banana.
Oh, damn.
We also get, and yeah, so I highly recommend them. And it will conk him out like no tomorrow. It's like an LSD trip for them.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that one. I know I've got, well, Mum's ordered some actual live catnip to come in,
Yeah.
so she can defend her greenhouse.
Yeah, so defending the greenhouse, turn the cat into an addict.
Yep, pretty much. He won't go in because he'll be too stoned to go inside the greenhouse.
Yeah, exactly.
They're actually on offer at the minute. It's $5.85
Ooh, that's not
rather
too
than
bad.
£10 at the minute on Amazon.
Oh,
They will post it. But yeah, it is literally the best catnip you can get.
yeah. Hi, Tash.
For your
Hey,
kitty.
Tash.
Mia more. We were talking about cats and things. Speaking of, I don't know where
Yes.
Percival actually is. He was roaming around earlier, and I
So-
can see his cat toy on the landing, and he's since stormed
see-
off.
I did see the best thing ever for like cat enrichment. Somebody built the house, but they got like a recessed ceiling put in that was like made out of like mesh that they could jump on. There was like on both ends of this space there were like platforms that you could use to jump up and down and walk around the height of the roof. Or height
Ooh,
of the ceiling. It was so good.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I've
that's
seen
so
pictures of
cool.
people doing that. It's amazing.
It's just like,
Yeah.
here's a space for you to go be Zoomy. That is not me.
Yes. And soon we'll see that Brian actually builds one.
No, there's too many projects on the house right now.
Yeah. Well, it would be just one more little project.
I mean, it would certainly help when I want to roll cable around the house, because I'll just tie one into Percival, shove them in the piping, and just go fetch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, so yeah, before we get into too many things tonight,
Mm-hmm.
Brian will reboot.
yeah, give me no, Tash, just send me a DM. Yeah, so a little bit of business before we get on tonight. Foxy, your character token.
Yes.
If you right-click
Yes.
it, you should
Just
get
a moment.
an option now that says multi-sided.
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice.
You can now click a side, and it literally flips your coin.
Or then I can do this.
Or you could say random, yes, but it's literally one of two. So
Yeah.
you just get it. 90% of the time, you're actually just going to get the same option. Alien also now has the same thing too for all of her.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Yes, I actually taught myself something today on Roll20.
That's awesome.
Yes, for anybody else who wants to know, Roll20, they're rollable tables, and you can just set tokens for the result.
Yes.
Cool.
So Aileen's also got the same thing now, so we've got all her different forms.
Yeah, so one less thing for our DM to worry about.
Yep. I'm just glad she went for this instead of like, oh yes, I'm going to take on animal forms and I have to give her all these animal form tokens.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So, welcome everybody to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction, a show where we sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons and talk about random stuff in between.
Yes, like cat toys and cat amusement building projects.
And cat enrichment stuff.
Yes.
So mostly cats.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of a way of saying
Because it's
cat
fluffy.
drugs without saying cat drugs, and that got away from me there.
Yeah.
Cosmic catnip.
Right, just trying to find my notes, because, again, first of all, just tore my desk open. So all my paperwork went everywhere.
That's why that name was in my head last week.
Well,
So-
Percival.
No, yeah. On Tuesdays, I normally go and I do a sword fighting class. And there was a new guy, and he said his name really quietly, and I swear to God, what I heard was Percival. His real name was Christopher. But I just sort of loved the idea that somebody had come to our swords group who was called Percival. And I was
Oh,
just
no.
so happy.
Oh no, Rogue,
what you-
if we ever meet in person, you will have interesting time.
Mhm.
Because I go by the name Christian,
Oh, I mean,
so Chris.
that's fine.
Wait a minute. So Eero is not your real name?
Yes, it is, but Christian is my third name.
You had a third name?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have.
Wait,
One,
hang on.
three-
Oh, wait, hold up.
one,
It-
two,
it's
three.
a middle name, right?
Yes, it's my second middle name.
Okay, that's...
I have friends with second middle names.
See,
I knew someone who had 5 names.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking more like, you know how in Game of Thrones and other fantasy things, like everyone has titles and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
That was just Foxy. It's just a long list of titles.
Yeah.
Actually, did I tell you guys? I don't know if I ever told you guys. Did I tell you guys that I'm a lady now? I am actually registered as a lady. I
Oh
am
no,
Lady
you didn't get an
Lord.
established titles, did you?
Yeah, me and Tom did at our friend's wedding because we were the ones that got them together. So they gave us
Lord
they
and
bestowed us-
Lady?
Yes, Lord Brassington and Lady Christie.
Yes.
I don't think it'd be allowed because it'd be Scottish.
No, it's in Cumbria somewhere, so it's not
Mm.
actually. It's not actually Scottish.
Oh,
It
okay. I
is
thought it was the whole
actually
established-
Lord and Lady.
Okay.
Yes, we have a meter by meter plot each, square meter plot each. Don't know if they're next to one another.
I was gonna say, Sourcewell says they're actually at opposite ends of the
Yeah,
land available.
How much?
So they
how
have to
much
kill
did
off
they
everyone
cost?
to take over.
I don't know. They were a present. I don't know how much they cost.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I decided like the whole established titles thing, because like, you know, you get a parcel of Scottish land, you don't really even get the parcel of Scottish land.
Yeah.
Again, it's a
Yeah.
joke present.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's properly official. Like we can change it on like passports and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. We can actually have it. It's like, yeah, it's that kind of thing, but it's a bit more not as jokey kind of thing.
Yeah, the more
Yeah.
serious one.
Yeah.
It's a serious one.
So yes,
Oh God,
I am
no.
real life Lady Shinju now.
Yes.
Shinju Katone.
Oh God, no. This isn't good. If I would get one, I would actually be called Sir Foxy.
Yeah, you can have
Oh,
whatever
baby.
you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just decided my surname doesn't sound good with lady next to
Oh,
it,
yeah.
so I'm Lady Christie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And when you get married, you will be Lord and Lady Brassington.
Hey, technically, you can change your last name to whatever you want. I have a couple
Yep.
of friends who changed their last name to Tempest when they got married. Which, flat out, best last name.
now all I can see now is someone Chris is running in the future. We're all there at the reception. They walk in and someone just sits there at the top of the stairs going, presenting Lord and Lady Brassington.
Yeah, presenting. Although I do like that the bride's brother, who is younger than us, walked up to me afterwards and he's like, Christy, I demand that you build a Tesco on your piece of land so I can go shopping there. It's like, yes, a meter by meter Tesco.
Smallest
And,
Tesco Metro, just be
like,
the
Yeah, the smallest Tesco.
And like, literally, think about it. When you get married, it would be so awesome to actually have someone announce your arrival.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get the show back onto the main stage. So last time,
Yes.
this wonderful band of misfits had made their way to the city of Ocean Way, at which point they got ferried across and began going through the market looking for supplies and things to stock up. Das was looking for someone to inhume because he had a job to do. And over the course of your side trek, you noticed that everybody in town was singing.
Oh, yeah.
And then the rest of you
Yes.
two of you started singing, namely Eppa and Aileen, who now can't stop singing. Much to Eppa's horror.
What's this? What's this? There's nightmares in the air.
Help me, it won't stop! But yeah, as your Das was going on for his assassination thing, managed to assassinate the target in broad daylight with a lot of people noticing, all singing about it, and from the sewers came a swarm of rats, their craniums actually glowing with a sort of psychic energy. You managed to deal with the rats whilst the citizens were afraid, and the target had changed from a human to a humanoid figure with blue skin, a singular eye in the face. The best way to describe it is the mannequin soldiers from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you have not seen it or read the manga, go and do it.
Oh god.
But one of
For
those,
me-
but they were blue with a gemstone in their chest, which Eppa and Das removed rather violently and caused several people around to have a headache.
Okay. Yeah.
And that is where we pick up with you guys.
Yes.
So this thing isn't about to explode?
Doesn't look like it's about to explode.
But all of a sudden you hear a quiet ticking noise. I mean, what?
Tock,
No, just off in the distance. Snape.
tick,
Snape.
tock.
Severus Snape.
I love how we both went to that at the same time.
So when the people had the headache, was it like a momentarily? Was it like a momentary thing, or?
Looking around, a lot of the civilians are like holding their temples and their foreheads, and it's like they're looking like they've had the most intense migraine ice cream headache imaginable, but otherwise seem to be okay.
Okay, so it's not like a constant thing that they're suffering with because of our.
No, it seems to be like a momentary thing. A couple of them seem to recover quite quicker. One of them seems a little bit like, oh, that's really bad. I might need to go see a cleric about this.
Okay.
But yeah. Although, who has the gemstone right now?
I think both of
Probably.
us are holding it.
Oh, yeah, I think both of us are holding it at the same time.
Well, in that case, then, Eppo, could you go ahead and make an Arcana check for me, please? As you start...
I was going to say happily, but now I'm a little worried.
No, by all means. Do it anyway.
26.
Ooh, very nice. This is an interesting gemstone. Whilst
Uh-oh.
it's like a blue quartz, and as you're looking at it, it's kind of weird because, like, it should be uniform in places. Instead, this thing looks like it has scratches inside the crystal. And the more you look at it, and the more you start sort of testing the waters with your arcane knowledge, you realise that this crystal has in fact got stuff recorded on it. It's almost like a memory stick, and you can tell that it's got some data on it.
Am I still cursed to sing?
Yes.
Oh no, how do I do this as a song?
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Well, you don't have
Because
to.
I ain't going to sing like half of these civilians. I'm not being a backing chorus.
What's the story in the jam? Who wouldn't you like to know? That's about all I'm getting away with Valamori.
Yeah.
Oh god. Do I have anything that could interact with this gem? Oh, yes I do. Identify.
Yeah. Identify can give you more information. In fact, I have everything ready for when you do identify.
Is everybody not trying to kill us at the moment?
No, a lot of the civilians are more shocked and coming down from their headache. A couple of them look
I
over
feel
it.
like the guards are going to be called soon.
Quite possibly. Right
Probably.
now, everyone's still working out what the heck's going on because there is a
Right.
blue person with a hole in their chest and a lot of rats that seem to be organised.
Yes.
I say we reconvene with the rest of the group.
Yes.
It's somewhere quiet, and we're not likely to find us anytime soon, because as far as people know, we kind of committed murder.
I have an idea where to go. but it's not gonna be pleasant.
Let me guess. We're gonna have to go down into the sewers where we could potentially fight off more of those weird, brainy rat things that seem way more organized than the average rat. Where the
Yes.
sewers are possibly going to be very smelly and stinky. Bring it on.
Is that a problem, Does?
No, not really. No, you know, I've smelled worse in fish barrels.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, Brian,
Yes.
Tales of General Chit Chat, I put a picture.
I can't look at Tales of General Chit Chat at the minute because
Oh.
they're on the Discord screen.
Oh,
Give me a second. I just need to share that to Effa. There you go. It's in your journal, Effa.
Thank you. But yeah, like Eppo's casting that as he sort of wanders over to the sewer grate the rats came out of. He's listening, but he's casting a spell at the same time because he's got better things to do than try and communicate right now. So yeah.
Alright then. So yeah, you guys make your way into the sewers. I do not have a sewer map prepared because I didn't know where you guys were going to go.
Okay, well, I guess we're going down the sewers. Okay,
Yeah. This is more of a theatre of the mind kind of thing.
Okay.
yes.
It's always good to have a session like that every now and again.
Oh, where are you going, Eppa? Come here.
Effa's gone off
Points
to.
at the Eppo just taps on the sewer, like on the sewer with his foot.
Like, okay. Well, like, I was gonna say because everyone else has no idea where we are. Like, we got to go. Like, at least get the others with, you know. Yeah, like at least reconvene with the others, and then we can go down the sewers.
Eppo just sort of like trudges behind, like trudges past wordlessly. He's kind of just been defeated by this sing-song nonsense.
Alright, I'll just go in the. I mean, it's not like anyone has like a special magical spell that would allow us to telepathically communicate in such a way that everyone else would be like, ah, yes, we should meet up with the others over there.
I feel like it's aimed at Aelin.
Mm.
It's not just Aileen.
Anyway.
Hold on, there's a little kobold face palm, and it's essentially a click of his little claws as he messages Tink.
Do I get a little message?
Yeah, I don't know how to say "get in the sewer" as a parody of "let the bodies hit the floor," but that's what you hear.
Get your ass in the
Sang
sewer
by
because
Eppa
they both smell
in your
the
head.
same. Yeah. Get your ass in the sewer because they both smell the same. That's how we're gonna do it.
To be honest, my brain was going for Escape from the City from Sonic Adventure 2.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, when Eppa's angry, his brain turns to like heavier music.
And I approve of Angry Eppa. Alright then, so you guys reconvene to find your ways into the sewers. There are no more cranium rats down here. Normal rats, they just scurry away so you guys get close. It smells as bad as you expect it to be for a sewer that basically feeds into the river.
Mm-hmm. And there is a lot of slime.
Yeah. Yep, it's a well used mess down here. But for the most part, you guys feel like you've able to escape the guards. Where do you want to go from here in the sewers? Do you want to go towards the river, which you can see through a massive actual like drainage grate out? Or just scurry somewhere else deep into the sewers and hope the guards don't check the sewers?
There was when the robot died and the rats and stuff all that happened.
Yes.
Was there a discernible sort of like point of origin for when people suddenly started getting headaches? Or was it an all at once thing?
The origin for the headaches, it seems to have radiated out from when you pulled the gem out of the body.
Right, so we.
So those that were closer got hit first, and it radiated outwards that way.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on myself.
Okay.
Mostly to look at myself, because and at Aileen. Aileen. I got so mixed up last week with the fact that I could actually sing that song at last. My brain's mixed up.
That's alright, it's all fun.
Is there any visible trace of the spell that's on both of us, and anything suggesting a point of origin?
Looking at yourselves, you are definitely under the effects of a curse. This is a very strong enchantment in terms of a school. And, like, you're slightly covered. Everywhere else, as you, like, focus on that more, I'm trying to think of a good way of putting it. Beyond saying, like, you guys already had, like, a light dose. The rest of the city is, like, irradiated.
Oh, wow.
You know, you put out the Geiger counter on yourself. It's not too bad. I'm just a little bit above background. I'm just going to put up against a brick wall, and the Geiger counter broke. It's like that level of enchantment saturation. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I sent a message on Discord because I was speaking to somebody about buying a new wallet.
Oh
So I
no!
sent them a few new links, and now all of their ads are for
Ridge wallets.
like not just Ridge wallets, also Normist wallets.
Oh
And,
no!
FockX wallets.
This is why you disable cookies.
Yes.
Adverts are too strong with cookies. No one can say no to a cookie.
I can.
Nom.
I can't. Even if it has got raisins in it, I'll still eat the cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Raisins. Tasty.
Raisin cookies are very tasty.
You're a wise man.
I have always
Right,
liked
yeah, so-
raisins.
Basically, we're just flooded by magic raising. This curse is radiation, basically.
Yeah.
I almost heard that you were saying magic raisins.
New irradiated magic raisins.
Yes.
I mean, arguably they would be sun-kissed. We never said how close to the sun they were.
Yeah.
But yes, yeah. So, like, you and Aileen lightly dusted with some enchantment. The rest of the city, or where you are in the sewer, is just soaked in this, whatever this enchantment is.
Oh, and a third company. There we go.
Let the infection begin.
Yes.
Oddly enough, you know who I sent you over to before New Year's?
Mm.
It's that streamer.
Oh no. Poor buddy. Anyway. So yeah,
I don't have
the...
anything I can do with that, I don't think. So I just sits on that information.
Yeah. Yeah, Aileen is puzzled by it as well. She has no idea why we're all forced. You two are specifically forced to sing. Obviously, your mental guard dropped for just that split second. So yeah, anyways, back to the point of your escape route. Do you want to go towards the river, which is north of where you are right now, or further into the city, which is like southeast or west? Facts.
I would
Do
say
I have a
we
city
could
map?
go towards the city.
So
I know some of us are small and can slip through the grate, but not all of us are so lucky.
Well, somebody can transform into a rat or something.
Yeah.
Well, preferably not a rat, based on the whole rat situation that we had to deal with before. But something small that can crawl through small spaces.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Just for the sake of ease, so where that hawk token is on the city map is roughly where you guys are in relation to everything else going on.
Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, Rex is saying go south. Aileen is very much like, we wouldn't mind going back to the boat to try and stop this singing. It's affecting me now, an actual person.
Yes.
Didn't you say something about Northwest originally?
That's the island where your teacher is. It's northwest of your current location.
Okay, no, I thought there was something else. There was something else that way, but
No, I think that's the thing you're thinking of, really. North takes you to, in terms of these servers, though, north takes you to river, south, east, and west will just basically take you to other parts of the city where the wide enough sewer for you guys to sort of crawl through is under the road.
Okay, so is there a general consensus, or Rex wants to go?
I'll happily follow.
Yeah, I think Appa just points at Rex.
All right then. So since Rex seems to be the only person who has any semblance of an idea on what we could potentially do, I vote that we follow his lead and go south. Was it? Or north?
South.
South. Yeah, south. Yeah. What he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alright,
so
then.
we'll go south.
Alright then. You make your way south through the sewer system. It doesn't seem to get any worse the further south you go through the city. You do come across a junction a little ways down. It again branches off at a crossroads. You can either go south, east, or west from here. There is a grate above you though, and you can hear the sounds of birds and everything else.
Are the birds singing?
Yes. Everything in the city has been forced to sing. As well as you've noticed. Although there have been some that sing more as a cover. Like the woman in blue.
Yes.
While she was singing, she wasn't keeping to beat.
So the birds are out of tempo, is what you're saying.
They might be. Yeah, the only way to find out is to go up.
Well, I will volunteer as tribute.
I see Brian's face.
What do you mean? Well, I don't see the camera, so I can't.
Yeah,
really see.
I saw that little twinkle.
Something tells me that I probably need to make a perception check to make sure that this is definitely not trapped.
If you like to
Yeah.
check for a trap, feel free to make an investigation check.
Alright.
Oh no. Okay, I'm going to provide the help action.
Okay, so you get advantage.
Okay. Thank you.
And 16 is not bad.
It's not bad. Yeah, so 16.
Yeah, better than a 12. So you climb up a little bit of a makeshift ladder they've got down here for people to come down and inspect it and everything else. Make your way to the hatch. You look around and you could just see what looks like a faint wire has been tied around the edge of the grate. And it's like a proper open metal cover grate sort of thing. So like you can put your hands through bars and everything else. You just notice a thin fishing wire, and it goes up to one of the houses in this sort of park space.
I would love to defuse that trap, please.
Give me a check with some thieves' tools using dexterity.
So just a so I am proficient with thieves' tools.
I want to say on your character sheet there's a thieves' tools skill.
Yeah, tools. I've got navigator's tools, thieves' tools, vehicles, water. So
No, actually,
yeah.
like in your skill
Oh.
thing, I think I put in thieves' tools for you. I can't remember.
I don't think.
If you
Yes,
if you
there is.
click on tools and proficiency and languages, it gives you the whole thing.
Oh, it actually rolls it now on D&D Beyond.
18.
Hey! So yeah, you fish through your pockets and you find a little pair of wire cutters. Manage to cut the wire, and you're able to lift up the grate with no issue.
I will slowly lift the grate up with comedic timing.
Go for it. Manage to pull your way up. You stand in this little park space. A little bit of greenery.
I mean, I'm not I'm just sort of peeking out from underneath the grate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know where you are in the grand scheme of things. So you're in this little park area.
Yes.
You are surrounded by birch trees, all quite thin and spindly, where they've been forced to grow in this space. Gives you a nice bit of canopy for cover from things lurking overhead. As you're looking around, you can hear the buzz of the city. There are some alarm bells going off in the far distance, obviously where the market was. And looking around, looks safe.
Yeah. It looks safe, but is it safe?
Exactly.
Would you like to make a perception check? All appears to be well at the minute.
14?
No one's seen you. Outside of the rings of the bells, you think everyone's attention's towards the market. You may have made it out.
Okay. I will usher everyone up to say that it's safe. And I go, so technically speaking, it's Pepper and I that people have seen kill a person. So you three are safe. Pepper and I might need to pretend to be really ugly children of two of you. Like ugly twins. What do you think?
Aliens, like, so we can get you guys a trench coat and you can be two Muppets in a trench coat.
Oh,
yes.
That's even better. We need a very long trench coat.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what I can do.
Or they borrowed Tink's diving suit. One's the legs and one's the arms.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes! Oh, Christy, you're a genius.
Yeah.
You know, I would actually love for us to be in this diver suit. You just see this diver just walking around, like really drunk.
Like a Doctor Who, like an old school Doctor Who.
Hell
alien.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm just thinking more though, like the way you can horrify people. Like, say you're walking around, whoever's got the helmet, because it's like that old school heavy helmet, rock too far backwards, and someone's gonna think, "Oh my god, you have no spine anymore."
Yes.
So, are we talking about like the 60s or like more like David Tennant, so fourth season?
Oh, 60s, old school.
The OG
There's one
Doctor
where
Who.
there's like a sweet guy.
Yeah.
In one episode, which is like basically like the Bassett's character, Betty Bassett's mascot. Or even better, they could do it like a pantomime horse.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, on all fours.
no.
Except because we're small, it would have to be a pantomime dog or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but diving suit's pretty hilarious.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can quite happily change clothes, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, Tink can change into like her like dress kind of thing, dress scholar's dress or whatever it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the nice dress that a character token has. Because I
So
forgot
who's
about the
on
diving
whose
suit.
shoulders?
Hmm?
Who is on whose shoulders?
Who's lighter?
I mean, on the one hand, Das is more dexterous, so it would be better for him to be on the feet. On the other hand,
Eppa weighs
He-
40 pounds.
to be honest, I hadn't actually put a weight on Das. So,
We
like,
never
if Das,
Dad's never got himself weighed.
Yeah.
yeah, he's never got himself weighed. Yeah, you know,
Put it
kobold
this
thing.
way, I don't have a strength mod.
I do not either. But I do have a dexterity mod. So I mean,
So you've
mean-
got balance.
I have balance, and you can do the wavy magical things with your hands. So you could be this diver who can cast magic and shit.
So I'm on your shoulders?
Yeah, you're on my shoulders, despite Das thinking I am the captain. I should be above, but no, it probably makes more sense for Eppa to be above.
Yes, and the captain is supposed to be the ultimate support of the group.
You are the rock on which they almost lean to, Death.
Yes.
You heard
yes.
you heard those words, and you didn't realise it was going to be quite so literal on this day.
Oh yes,
So you two begin the Muppet Man sequence,
yes.
and Tink's diving suit.
And occasionally one of them is singing in rage at the other.
Oh
Yep.
my- yes.
Goodness, no, I'll just sort of a song now they'll go with this.
Oh no.
For
What
people,
song?
for people to look it up later. If it wasn't for you wellies.
For me,
Yes!
for me, as soon as you said song, I actually thought Dio's Holy Diver.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
that would work. But no, I just
Yeah.
want if it wasn't for you wellies.
Oh dear.
Oh, thank you for that one, Big Ian. Anyway, so yeah, you guys think you can sneak around some guards this way? Where would you like to go in town? Relatively unseen.
Well. Now here's the thing.
You can't see, can you?
No, I can't. I can't see
No,
it.
I was looking at something going like, oh, what the hell? Well, I mean, Daston's got a passive perception of 16 right now.
Wait,
It's
you've got
not the worst.
16?
According to my LSE, you got perception of 6. Plus 10 is 16.
Jesus.
You are
Wait.
more perceptive than Aileen and Rex, although Rex
Wait,
goes higher.
seriously? That makes no sense. Wait, how? Wait a minute. What makes me more perceptive?
Rogue stuff, probably.
I mean,
Again, that's what I have. I bought it off D&D Beyond.
okay.
In any case,
Oh, that makes so much sense. Never mind.
in any case, you all make your way through the city wherever it is you would like to go. It's not the worst thing in the world. A lot of the guards are too busy trying to find 2 kobolds, one with a straw hat, the other with a pirate hat. Right now. And thankfully, not you two, because you're just some guy in a diving suit that walks a bit funny. Obviously, you haven't got your sea legs back, your land legs back yet.
Or land arms.
Oh,
Or,
I need to
or land anything. Okay, occasionally the
because all in
bends
my
get
head-
horrific.
Because all I can see in my head is that Eppa's arms are going to be like half the length of Tink's arms, and therefore, like his hands get to about the elbows, and then everything just goes. Floop.
Yep.
And so whenever he's trying to gesture, it's just this giant comical swinging motion.
Yeah, floppy hand. like the Japanese kappa monsters, isn't it? They've got the long
yeah.
the long arms.
Oh god, this is getting from mad to madder. It's days like today. I wish I had more time to develop things on Hero Forge. I would have actually built that.
Well, you can make it for next time.
Mm.
Is this where
You can make it one of the like coins you can flip over and things.
Quick, we need to hide Das. Voltron modes into person in diving suit.
Yeah.
what I was going to say is this where by the end of the campaign, Tink and Eppa have designed a diving suit, but it's like just powered by one of you, like
Like a full-on
just like-
exosuit.
yeah, full on, yeah. You know, like on stilts with the with all like the stuff and that inside. It's a decoy kind of
Considering how people take some artificer with enough time and actual convincing, I let you do a full Mark 1 Iron Man suit.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
The only way you can survive the fly is to roll a natural 20 on a d20. Anything else? Nope, you just crash and burn.
Yeah.
Parts strewn everywhere.
There was more thinking like Rumble on on League.
Yeah. that would also work. Anyway, as you're all making way through the city, Rex, with your heightened hearing,
Mm-hmm.
you can hear people singing away and everything else. A couple of people actually aren't singing, but they sing along so they don't feel left out.
Mm-hmm.
But you do notice that, strangely, it's an owl that's been following you.
Oh. Owls, you say?
Yeah, just the one. It's a little barn owl. You'd surprised you've managed to hear it, considering owls are very silent flyers. But it's also like
Yes.
that it calls out, but the call isn't even to a song or anything else.
Rex stops for a moment and says to everyone else, like, wait a minute. And then just extends his hand if the owl wants to land.
The owl looks at you from the rooftop of one of the buildings, tilts its head sideways and then the other way,
Mm-hmm.
flies down,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't land on your arm, actually lands on your shoulder,
Oh.
and then sort of you think it's about to dry heave, and instead what comes out is this spoken message.
Oh.
If I've done this right, hopefully this bird has reached you. You'll need to come to my tower. It's one of the lighthouses at the mouth of the bay. I think you might have found something I'm looking for.
Hmm. Okay. So then the owl probably just flies away.
No, it sits there and looks at you and extends a talon.
shakes the owl's Rex shakes the owl's talon. Yes, I will do that.
Looks down at the empty talon, looks back at you, back to the empty talon again, and extends it again.
He wants a payment, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think they want payment.
Are there any bugs on the floor?
just Rex just hands like 1 silver piece.
Clutches it, gives you a knowing nod, and flies away. Animal messages, man, they want to be paid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
anybody
realised
else that
that
was near Rex, you do hear that message. It wasn't like specifically for him.
No.
Except mine's a bit muffled because I'm the legs.
Just realised this beautiful thing that because it's Eppa can be done.
Yes.
To simulate the entertaining confusion, Eppa's going to cast a mage hand inside the diving suit to
To be his
scratch the
hands.
helmet.
Oh, that's brilliant. I also just realised something more hilarious.
Oh.
And it's fitting for Aileen. That's if you mention anything regarding the owl, Aileen's going to look around and be like, oh, finally, he's talking out of his ass. The cycle is complete.
And then it's just very tuneful farting. He could be Wyatt Scuba, the flautist diver. The
Yeah.
flatulent diver.
So, oh god, why? I have watched way too much Family Guy.
Yeah,
God damn it!
I know the bit you're on about.
Yeah. Well, back in the game, Rex looks at the owl as it flies away, annoyed, and says that, well, I think we know where we are heading.
La-di-da. Northwest. Sarah, Sarah.
Northwest it is.
All right then.
Wait, no, sorry. West by northwest. West by northwest. I remember I got the wrong compass direction.
Wherever this lighthouse is, we able to like follow the.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to run after the owl, you can quite happily run after the owl. An owl's a very slow flying bird.
Or if I
Yes.
try to run, they'll be like drunk running
no.
Drunk running through the streets.
like essentially, like Dash would try and run, but because he's a rogue and can dash as a bonus action, Eppa would just be like, "Whoa!" like arms flailing in the air, like one of those like inflatable like car dealer like kind of wavy guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like
what's in my
a
head as well.
favorite G-Man.
Yeah, them sort of things.
And just a barely sung. Ah!
No.
Oh my god. In my head, I'm just imagining if this scene ever got Vox Machina'd.
Well,
I pity the voice actors.
yeah, I've come up with the name Weird Scuba at the moment. Anyone that can come up with better names, I will accept, because that's the limit to my creativity so far. Anyways, so we go to the lighthouse, where it's the guiding light. Do 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 do.
Okay. then.
Ah, it's a wall! Swing left! Swing left!
I have a question though. It's like really bad Naruto running with like the arms flailing behind, but also the body's leaning back where you're like trying to hold yourself up.
So
Oh.
is the scuba,
Yeah.
is our Wyatt Scuba actually Naruto running, basically?
Yeah, but like bad Naruto running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I pronounce it as Weird. Weird.
was going to say, I've just come up with a punny name.
Go for it.
Didn't think it's any good. Flounder her out.
Oh, flounder out.
Flounder.
Write it in the chat because that's great. I mean, anyways, to the lighthouse. Whee!
Why is this feeling like Teen Beach Movie now with the singing and the lighthouse?
Yeah.
Oh god.
If nobody's seen Teen Beach Movie, watch Teen Beach Movie because it's ridiculous.
See, all in my head when I think of Teen Beach Movies, I think of a different movie called I Beat the Zombies.
Yep.
Which is exactly what you might imagine it is.
Well, this is like Teen Beach Movie is essentially a parody of 60s like teen beach movies, and everybody's singing.
Oh my god!
There's an evil guy that lives in a lighthouse, trying to dehumidify the beach, so there's no water anymore.
Interesting. Anyway,
Yeah.
you guys make your way to the nearest of the two lighthouses, which is this one over here. And you watch the owl flying through one of the uppermost windows. And as you'll run and approach, the door swings open, and what stands before you is an older gentleman. When I say old, an ancient man. Most of the hair on the top of his head is completely gone. He has the wizard-length beard, which is rather unkempt. He wears blue robes, which clearly were meant to fit him at one point, but they've since lost all shape and form. Under one arm, he's holding quite a hefty tome, and he's using his staff to steady himself with the other hand. Ah, I see you got my message. Come in, come in. Don't mind the lack of singing. Too old for it these days.
Well, thank you. What you just said, like, it just sounds like really muffled coming from like bottom half of the wet, like the diver's suit.
Yeah. Also,
Well,
why are you wearing the diver's suit again? Why do you have to conceal you?
To hide, because Eppa and Das were seen next to a dead body. None of you
Okay.
lot weren't. That's why we got the whole wetsuit going on, because if the guards spot Eppa and I, we'll likely be arrested. So, you know,
Okay,
disguise.
No, fair enough, fair enough.
Disguise.
Yeah. That's an interesting way of hiding unnoticed. But do come in, do come in.
Okay.
Tap on the shoulder. Every
What?
foot just taps on the shoulder of Tap.
Yeah, stop dancing on top of my shoulders. You fall over.
Just message I imagine Eppa has messaged instructions and been singing at Das in message, but in this moment he just goes, "I told you la-di-da, I told you before. The right foot means go forward, left foot means stop."
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'll stop. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, can you stop the singing, sir? Just like flops out of the diving suit as soon as we're in the door. Clang.
Yeah,
clang
you're-
head into the floor.
Yeah, as you all come inside and sort yourselves out, he's bemused at the fact that two kobolds are in a diving suit, clearly too big for you. And he's like, that's a fascinating. It pulls the book out from under his arm, flicks an empty page, and makes a note. Oh, manners. My name is Archivist Vaso Baptisis. I'm the local archivist. You know, the history person.
Okay, mate.
I see two of you have, well, certainly this smaller one, certainly been affected by the curse over the city.
Ah.
Yes.
Well, you wouldn't have anything to do with it, or was it here pre you, or during your time as this appeared?
Well, it's been like this for the past couple of months now. It's been a most bizarre occurrence. I've been trying to trace its origin. I've not had much luck. And he waves his hand around, and the book that was under his arm floats up and goes elsewhere. Eppo, if you extricate yourself from the helmet, for you this is heaven. You find yourself actually in like a full-on wizard's tower. Tomes are flying around freely. There's odd bits of bookkeeping going on.
Oh, Eppa full forgets who he is and where he is. He's scrambling. It's like full on like climbing up bookcases and singing excitedly.
He wouldn't be able to, would he? Because Daz would be at the bottom.
Oh no,
So
no,
literally half the suit would.
Oh no, exactly.
Come off.
No, I said before, I full on just like leant forward to like let the suit collapse off the front of Eppa.
Yeah.
He sort of went clang into the helmet, butt first, and then climbs out to climb the bookcases. Very delicate. So there's just a tiny singing kobold climbing the bookshelves.
Oh my, he's very enthusiastically singing.
Is he doing the full bell thing on the ladder?
That's what I was
Swinging
imagining.
through the shop.
Pushing off the ladder and just go from one end to the other. It's just like, I'm not going to get involved with that. But no, I'm not responsible for the curse, my dear. That's been again a couple of months back. And one of the books he's summoned comes down and lays out in front of you, and like it's literally like a day-to-day log of everything going on in and around Ocean Way. What boats have been coming through, what the general talk has been about in the street and things like that. And he points out that it started not too far away from the park where you guys emerged from the sewer. Sort of around there was the point of origin, and things seem to have cascaded on from there. Couldn't really work out what the problem was. Then I heard about a person in the market turning blue. And intelligent rats, and that seems like a good thing, and you guys are at the centre of it. Oh dear, manners. Tea, coffee. Something stronger.
Rum, please.
Rum for the rum.
I think we'll be slightly wary about taking any like drinks from the bloke. Just
Rum for the rum.
we are in a magic
Yes.
tower.
Oh. No, I'm sorry, I just sniggered at like Brian's comment for the rum.
What about you, my Aragon friend? I do have some carrot juice.
Well,
Racist.
I would prefer to have some nice herbal tea, thank you.
I can do an herbal tea. Chamomile? Good enough?
Chamomile is good.
Alright then. Again, waves his hand and he watches various things bring you drinks and beverages by unseen hands. What about you, my young friend? He's calling up Trevor. Would you like anything, or are you still mesmerised by all that goes on around you?
Hot honey and lemon tea, please. And some dispel magic.
Oh! I have something that might work with that. I've always wanted to try this, but I've never had anyone willing. And he claps his hands, and you watch one of the small little footstools that was downstairs sort of get up to a point in the tower, crashes around a bit, comes back down again, and on it is like a what can best be described as like a pet carrying cage. Made out of
What?
Wait, what?
You heard me. It's a pet carrying cage. But like you notice that it's made from a finely polished metal, and you can see like arcane runes have been etched in on places. And as the cage comes down, the footstool drops it, and it's like, I wanted to see if this would work. It's fine. It's a cage with some magic repellent. Let's say you've got a magic caster that you don't want to cast spells. You chuck them in here, and they stop casting magic. Might help with the whole singing thing. I'm a bit too big to go inside.
Very much a growl, because so's Aileen. Scrambles down the bookcase. Holds his gun for comfort and scrambles in.
He doesn't shut the cage door, just leaves it open. And the next time
working?
You don't sing.
Oh, thank Christ.
Fascinating. It actually works. Oh, delightful. He looks under his arm and realizes, oh, my book. Herbie, where's the book? And he watches his tome comes back down again. He makes another note. Right, that does work. So it is magic. Oh, yeah, your honey and lemon tea.
It must look ridiculous.
Hmm?
Kobold in a cage drinking tea.
It's a weird thing.
I was gonna say at that point I probably just scrambled out of the diver's suit.
Yeah. Anyways, there's his token, by the way. I do have a full character thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
At which point he takes a seat as well and joins you. And okay. So, clearly, anti-magic shells will work. I don't have the time to make more of these, and he points to the diadem on his head, which is keeps the worst of it out, limits my spell casting. But we're going to hunt down the source of the blasted singing.
So, do you have any idea? Is it like wild magic or anything like that?
I don't think it's a wild magic. Because the first case was a couple of months ago. It's spreading like a disease, but coming out as a curse. It's weird.
That is really weird.
I couldn't work out why people would start randomly singing, then it spread across the water, even though the city guard is meant to have imposed the quarantine. Clearly people got across that were singing, and now there's more singing. But then the blue person in the market, I need descriptions. My owl wasn't overseeing the market at the time. What happened?
Well, funny you should say that. I was contracted to deliver a hat, you might say. So she wore a blue dress, and she was described to be arcane in nature. And before she died, I gave her a wonderful bonnet with all sorts of decorations and things. For the purpose of this bit, I will describe the hat that Das saw because the player cannot remember
That's fine. Yeah, but when you say like the woman in blue who's arcane gifted, you see Vasa like panic for a second, look at his clothes, and he taps them. They change to more of a sea green. Fascinating. Carry on.
I think that was the description that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
In her late 30s, I believe she was. In her 30s, or at least, or at most late 30s. That's all I really remember. Like she, well, I mean,
Did she have anything on her person at all?
I mean,
an
she
orb, a wand, or something like that.
I mean, she had 10 gold pieces before she gave it to me. But she also had a blue gem stuck in her chest when she died. In fact, she didn't. She turned into like one of those grey. Well, it was a blue person with one eye, and there was a like gem embedded in her chest, like the one that Pepper's got. Or
That's because it is the one that I've got. It's mine.
oh.
Oh, as an archivist, could I examine that gem for but a brief moment? I promise no harm will come to it. I won't break it or destroy it. Break it down for arcane
roll
materials.
insight because he's neurotic today.
Go for it.
That's an 18.
He's genuinely curious. He wants to investigate the gem more for what it... because it's a key to this puzzle that he's trying to solve.
Epitos is over, and he's now able. Now that he's not singing, he's going to make this public to the rest of the party.
I cast Identify on it, and it's a blue slad gem. Something about providing more access to historical knowledge, but it seems to be a little shirty sometimes.
A sludge,
It does
you
hurt.
say? Fascinating. Need to make notes. Summons a smaller notebook and starts scribbling away. What kind of historical information does it have?
I didn't have a chance to ask. I was too busy singing.
Would you like to try?
Yeah, I suppose Epa grabs it and asks some history question about the founding of Ocean View.
Go
Something
ahead.
he otherwise would not know.
Go for it. Go ahead and make a history check, and you get +5 to your roll.
So that's plus 10.
Yeah. Just don't roll a nat 1.
Yep, I don't want to do that. So roll that, and then add 5 to it. That is going to be a 28.
Very nice. that was so close to a nat 20 as well.
I know.
So you sit there and focus on the gem, and like you have no idea how Ocean View is founded, but this gem gives you a bit of insight. It was founded as a long-off Dragonborn Empire colony when it expanded across this peninsula, and the majority of the populace was like Dragonborn nobles and enslaved humans. It then switched in, for lack of a better term, non-agreeable circumstances for the Dragonborn. You could call it industrial action by the humans.
Mm-hmm.
And swiftly the Dragonborn Empire was left the peninsula, and Oceanview then became almost like a pseudo-capital until Stirling became the official capital. And pretty much the city just grew and grew from there.
Oh.
Relies on lots of trade from the river, actually also relies on imports from the mainland, which it then exports by sea.
Yeah, Epic just sort of says that, maybe with a bit of a flourish to it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the Dragonborn came, bunch of nobles, bunch of human slaves. Oh, oh dear, that got messy for the Dragonborn over there.
And then just rattles the rest of it off.
Yeah, it's kind of like reading like a Wikipedia article.
That's weird. That's a weird experience. So no, I ain't read any books on Ocean View.
That would be such a huge effort for my research. Are you willing to trade for it, young kobold?
What you got?
Snaps his fingers and a chest barrels up from a basement. Sits itself down and sits itself next to the thing. He opens it up and he starts scrambling through it. You can hear like the shuffling of coins and odd bits, and he pulls out a staff and no, can't get rid of that. Maybe no, can't get rid of that. Ah, would this settle for you? And he holds up for you a beautiful pure diamond.
Epic just pulls the diamond he already has out of his pocket.
The diamond the archivist is holding is much purer and much shinier. You could also say that the diamond he's holding is of an astral quality.
Epic turns to Das, because Das is the one who killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Are you okay if I take that?
Take what? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Big shiny gem. He wants
Go
to give
for it.
big gem for little blue gem.
I see no problem with this.
Mhm.
I mean,
Hey, you
I-
killed the thing. I just didn't want to be greedy. If you say
I
so.
mean, if well, since he's been kind of helping us and all, I suppose it would be fair to trade the gems.
Yeah, I take the astral gem and take the and pass over the slad gem. I don't think
He
I've ever had
looks
an
at
astral
it and
diamond.
this requires a greater research. Hubert, would you be so
It's such
kind? And he
knowledge.
holds the gem up and you watch as it seems to get levitated and taken away somewhere.
I think Epic actually looks as the gem disappears, slightly sad.
Such knowledge. You better be pretty. You're very pretty, though.
Oh yes, the Astral Diamond is very pretty. It's a lot of money he's just traded away. It's pretty much the majority of this man's life savings, but you have something insane for him. He has historical knowledge at a touch of his fingers.
Oh god.
Yeah, 'cause at this point he's
alright.
like, he starts muttering to himself, like, oh, we could do some proper research. All the lineages of Sterling. Oh, we could finally work out who the
do we-
royals are.
So do we
30,000 platinum?
do we actually have a direction to go to in terms of how to stop people singing? Or
Well, just to reiterate, he traced the singing, like, its source was that park you guys came up in.
okay,
Like, people
Okay.
around here were the
Okay.
first ones to start singing.
okay.
And then it spread through town like a plague, but it acts more like a curse.
Maybe it's like a gif or a like a sigil kind of thing, or like circle. Would you say maybe like a
Well, there's only
know,
one way
like-
to find out.
yeah?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I've interrupted. You.
No, I'd finished. Don't worry.
Okay, no, yeah, fine. There's only one way to find out. Eppa, I need to be your legs again.
That will never not be a weird sentence.
Yeah.
I know, but it's the only way, Eppa.
Okay, but I'm staying in the cat carrier.
Yeah,
Fine.
but how inside the suit?
Yeah, inside the suit, Eppa, yeah.
Tell you
Otherwise,
what.
you're gonna have to
How
track
big is
them
this
really-
this little
Yeah.
crate thing? Is it like a cat carrier?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a
It's
pet
smaller
cage.
than a torso.
I mean,
In my head, you got Eppa in there, sort of standing just high enough that you can see out, whilst he's got the arms flapping with Das holding the box.
Yeah.
is the box really heavy?
It's not too heavy. It's just more awkward than anything else.
Yeah, let's not.
Okay, because
Let's not. I was enjoying it for the bit. Let's not.
Yeah.
For the sake of Das's shoulders.
I was going to say, otherwise I'd have to dress up as a really ugly child and pass myself as an offspring to at least one of the rest of the members of the party.
That would make some weird kids.
I know, right? I know, right, father?
Yeah, exactly. Well, in terms, it could actually be possible that my children could be scaly.
Like, do you have like a skin problem where it makes your like skin a bit dry and flaky?
No, but if it's like Dragonborn as a second part,
Okay. Fair enough. Anyways, so is Eppa actually going? Are we actually going to go back into the diving suit thing, or are we? Or is Eppa going to be curled up in his little cat box of magical?
I will surrender to the singing.
All right. I mean, only if you're sure.
Eppa's already started climbing out, and it's just like,
We'll keep the cat box.
Yes, absolutely, positively, positively. Oh no.
We'll
Or-
keep the cat box.
or then we have one possibility we could do. Does you dress up as an ugly child, as you put it yourself,
Yes, sir.
and then we could try like masking that we are actually carrying Eppa in the box like a cat.
Eppa can be a really sick cat.
Yes.
A skin condition.
Skin condition, and also we must keep it covered. We must keep Eppa covered because it could have like that it has been in the dark for a long time, so their eyes aren't used to light.
Well, funny you should say that. Kobolds have dark vision, so I mean, this would be perfect for Eppa. Okay, well, with the blonde wig that I had from like the play, and with some modification to some clothes, I will be a ugly little girl. I have to come up with a really sickly, girly name for him.
So
I'll
I
get
just got
it.
this image now of someone asking, what on earth is wrong with you? Is that you can sit there and go, I was cursed.
I was cursed with this skin condition.
I sound like Cabman.
I can't.
Oh, fuck you guys. I'm gonna have.
Isn't he adorable? He's my pet cat. He's got like a skin condition, so he's lost all his fur. Yes, that's the voice
Occasionally
I'm going to go with.
Swears and somehow no one can understand it, and there's a small fireball just popped into existence where the person used to be.
It's going to be the most adorable dress that Das has modified.
You're chaotic maniacs, and I love it. Anyway, as you guys make your way back to the park, those of you who are unaffected by the singing, do you hear a voice that enters your mind? It's not the archivist, it's something else. Interesting. You vanished from our sight for but a moment. How did you achieve this?
Definitely not with a splendid disguise and a fake voice. Nope, definitely not.
Okay, Nyla.
Your mind
Be
is a
nice.
fascinating thing.
Lots of people say I'm a basket case.
Nice basket of
talking to?
fruit and nuts for us. Please, stay where you are. An associate will come and collect you shortly. At which point the message then cuts off.
Something tells me that we have to fight whoever's going to try and collect us. Yes, I am going to continue doing this voice so that people don't suspect a thing.
Emperor's just gonna check the door of the cat carrier to make sure it's not locked.
It's not locked. The
On
door
that
was
news.
the door was never locked to begin with. The door's wide open so you can get in and out. It's actually like an anti-magic bubble that you have access to right now.
We have
Yeah.
some weird kit on the ship. This is just making it weirder.
Yep.
And I love it.
I ain't gonna king shame.
This is the second time that Das has ever cross-dressed.
Clearly Das wants to do something.
Mm.
Dress in drag and do the hula.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's up to you guys. Do you want to make your way to the park and start investigating that line of inquiry, or are you going to wait for the associate to come and collect you?
We should probably investigate,
Yeah.
just to be sure.
Okay, excellent. You guys make your way through the city streets, unobserved, uninterrupted, making your way back to the park area underneath the shadow of the birch trees. Gives you some moderate protection from the windows that overlook it. And you can see the sewer grate you guys came up is still there. The wire is no longer attached.
Alright, gang. As a great investigator once said, split up and look for clues. And I'll just get to investigating. Investigation, is it?
Indeed. For those of you who want to, go ahead and give me some investigation checks. Hit me with your investigation checks.
Find nothing.
Oh wow!
Literally nothing.
I didn't think that was possible.
It'll take me a minute to roll up.
Oh, it's fine. It's just, oh my god, the Das rolled a 0.
Yeah.
All I can imagine in my head is actually like just Das's wig just falls in front of Das's face.
Like, yeah.
Like one of those like, blonde wigs with the overdone curls.
Yeah.
Like in a kid's cartoon, and no matter what
Oh
Daz
my
does to
God.
straighten it, it still flips
Hold
to the other
up.
side.
Hold up, yeah.
Oh no.
What is
Hang
it
on.
on Cats Don't Dance?
Yes,
The girl.
yes, Darla.
Yeah, Darla. Darla,
Yes,
that's it.
Darla. Yes.
Darla on Cats Don't Dance.
I was thinking more like the anime bangs, but of course, Das forgetting that he is in reality, not anime. He can't see through his own bangs that well.
Yeah.
So he has permanent blindness on him. It's great though, because it's keeping the sun out of his eyes.
I know, right?
Yes.
What is it? Investigation we're rolling.
Yes.
Horrible.
And think with a 5. So really, it's Eppa who gets the right idea. So you guys are like looking around for clues and everything else. There's no clear indication of like an arcane mark or a spell gone awry. But what you do find is a tunnel that's been dug. It's not in line with the sewer, it's just sort of offset from the sewer hatch. And it's big enough for a medium-sized creature to squeeze through, but for people of your size, Eppa and Das, like, no problem. But looking down, like, that goes through soil and rock and just keeps on going.
Eppa just climbs back into his box quickly. Does anybody know enlarge reduce?
Yeah, I'm afraid.
Aileen looks at you and goes, "No, I don't."
Nope.
Mulder?
Aileen the Druid, can we fix it?
Druid.
Yes,
Well, we
she
fucking-
can.
Oh, okay.
Because I know she took Mild Earth.
Yeah.
And that's a cantrip, I believe, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Eppa just sort of like points out the tunnel and is just like, yeah, we could get down, but it's a little tight for you guys.
But Aileen gets down and like investigates further and is like, that's a long way down. Hmm.
So nobody has any magic that prevents us from falling to our death?
Aileen looks back. Like, I don't think it's like a long way, like straight down. It's just a very deep tunnel.
I would like to drop a pebble down this tunnel to see whether it just hits something, like, well, just to gauge like whether it is like a very deep tunnel.
You
where
kick a pebble through, and it like you hear it roll, and then bounce off something and roll again.
Okay, so it looks as though we can get down there safely.
Yeah, it's more of a burrow than like a straight down dug hole.
Okay. In that case, then, yeah, that's a go. Like, all right, type it, and then I can't believe I've been doing that voice for so long. Yes, right. This tunnel seems to be our only way down for getting answers and gaining insight into why the people of the city are singing and why Pepper and Blondie are still cursed to sing. So, I say we better go underground. Go underground. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we should. Yeah, I'm certainly gonna go underground.
All right then. You begin your cave dive and make your way down through this bit of moulded earth. And if it's all right with you guys, I'd like to stop it there for that. We can pick this up
Yeah.
next week.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Because I have a dungeon to design now.
Yes.
All I will say is, like, this first bit as you're going down, it goes dirt, and then you find parts of brickwork and clearly what must be like sewer pipes and everything else. So whatever dug up saw what was about to hit and smartly avoided it. Just as a note for you all.
I don't like this.
For me, for whatever reason, I actually do think it came in my head the picture of Homer from Simpsons movie when he was dropping into the sandbox. I got them stuck.
Yep. Falling down the
Yeah.
sinkhole.
Yeah.
The difference being like you get stuck, Alien's just fine, mold Earth. Nah.
No.
I do love this party because I've just seen what Das chucked in the chat. You got a kobold in a dress with white knee-high socks and a pair of leather boots, and of course a silly wig.
Yes.
One kobold
say.
that's in a carrying case, which I'm guessing is being held by I4.
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
forgot. I
I
thought
don't
to make
know
his check.
if you're in. I don't know if you're in a if you're back in your diving suit, Tink.
Well, I take it she would be because she's more comfortable in that than.
Hey, good news.
Yeah.
I thought doesn't have to sing.
Of course not. Oh, bitch.
This is more the fact that it's taken I thought this song to realise, and whatever's doing it has probably realised as well. Oh wait.
No, my headcanon is he has a magic resistance.
He's been around Eppa for so long that he's developed magical resistances.
That's very useful
Yeah.
for what I need to do. Experiments.
I thought something much meaner about I thought, but it's no.
Like,
I was gonna say, like, some people you can describe them as slow,
yeah.
but in Ifa's case, he's slow to the point that magic actually slows down when it comes into contact with him. No one's sure why, but even the effects of some messaging cantrips lose all their coherence because the message is slowed down and stretched out. Which is why he never responds to a message, because he doesn't hear the message.
Oh,
Just
God.
noise.
That's amazing.
So we have a blue-skinned elf inside a diver's suit. We have a purple fur Haragon.
Haringon, yes.
I think Aelin and Rex are probably the most normal people in the party.
You say that, but Aileen doesn't shapeshift into animals, she shapeshifts into celestial constellations.
Oh, that's true. So Rex is pretty much the most normal member of the party, really.
Yes.
I mean, he is a werewolf.
Yeah, that's a were-rabbit. Yeah, and then you just have this kobold being carried around in the pet case by Ifa, and then you just have this kobold in what can only be described as Darla's sort of like pink dress, white knee-high socks with leather boots, because it would have been like Mary Jane's shoes otherwise, but Das wouldn't have had time to steal a pair of Mary Jane's shoes unless he decided, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna steal a pair of
I'd like to
shoes.
point out before he gets bored, obligatory cat on stream.
Oh. No, hang on, let me see the kitty. Let me see the cat.
Let us see cat.
Let me see the cat.
I can see the cat.
Oh, Percival!
Percy.
Percival!
Cat.
No.
I think it's. Oh, I see him. Da-da-da-da.
Yes.
Oh.
Percival!
See,
This
when
is
you're well
reflecting of the-
behaved, you stay.
No, you say that. He'll get bored in a minute, won't you?
Exactly.
It did
should
look like
buy
he was
him
about
all-
to bite your nose.
Oh.
Buy him all the cosmic catnip.
Yes.
They also do cosmic catnip cigars as well. So, so it looks like they're sat there. There we go.
See, now this is the other problem.
Yeah.
He was waiting. Could you not eat the mic? No. Let's go off the mic instead.
Ah!
He's already taken a chunk out the foam. I don't want him taking more chunks out of it.
But I must be a star, Father. Don't you understand? I must be a star. My people need me.
I need to be the first cat YouTuber streamer.
Why am I?
No. Yeah, carry on.
I was gonna say all I was just thinking of is in Willy Wonka, where Augustus Gloop bites the camera, bites the microphone clean off, and then keeps on eating.
Sounds about right. But anyway, yeah, that's what we're going to end tonight. As you guys delve deeper into the Singing City or what lies beneath.
Yes.
It will suffer.
But the associate was going to be so much fun.
I'll suffer the indignity it caused.
I think you'll like what I have in mind.
Yep.
Alrighty then. Let's see who's available to raid tonight. Let's go give Bonus Action Heroes a nudge. They're currently doing some Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the raid is up and ready, guys. We'll see you all next week for some more D&D.
Yes.
And until then, stay safe, and we'll hope you have a lovely rest of your week. And until then,
Yes.
bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.